Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
What's up guys, my name is the Kiwi Dragon, and I'm back again with a brand new video, but it's not the video that I was expecting to make today, but here we go. Before I begin, please take the following information with a massive grain of salt. So if you're on Twitter and you're active in the Crash Bandicoot community, then earlier today you may have seen a tweet from the account EmperorVelo27, aka @GarloPet88, with an interesting screenshot which was forwarded to him by a user by the name of @the_Hawkshot, with a 0 instead of an O. In this screenshot, Hawkshot had seemingly messaged Beenox on Facebook, asking them about the future of CTR Nitro-Fueled. He states that there are 36 days left in the pit stop of CTR, which would land in the week of the 1-year anniversary of the game's launch. He goes on to ask if there will be a new update that week, or if a PC version will be finally released, or if a track creator will be making its way to CTR Nitro-Fueled. Hawkshot then goes on to remark that if custom skate parks can be made for the upcoming Tony Hawk remaster, then the same should be possible for CTR Nitro-Fueled. Beenox then replied to Hawkshot with 3 emojis, which neither confirmed nor denied that there was anything new coming to CTR Nitro-Fueled. Now, as you'll be aware, the pit stop changes on a daily rotation, so it's safe to presume that Hawkshot actually meant 36 days left of the Pro Challenges. At the time of the recording of this video, there's 12 days left on the Pro Challenges, so I counted back the days up to 36 days left on the Pro Challenges to check when this message was sent, which made it the 12th of May in the United States. This was the very date that he had provided to GarloPet, which GarloPet later noted in a tweet replying to the original tweet. Now I have to admit, I'd already seen the screenshot from Hawkshot, as he had messaged me privately on Facebook after viewing my most recent video, where I attempted to work out if there'd be any more content for CTR Nitro-Fueled. I'd been sent this on Tuesday at my time, and at the time of recording it is now Saturday. So I'd sat on this for about 4 days as I was unsure whether or not to make a video sharing this information, as admittedly I was initially sceptical of what he provided. However, upon seeing that Hawkshot had passed this information on and it had made its way all over Twitter and was being tweeted about by notable community members such as the Crash Bandicoot Clubhouse and Crashing News, and had been mentioned in Canadian Guy's Discord server, I decided to have another look at the screenshot and to see if I could contact Hawkshot again to see if there was any other details he could provide me about the screenshot that he originally sent me. Hawkshot later got back to me and told me that he had asked for GarloPet to remove the tweet, as he had enough of the backlash from the community and people calling the information within the tweet fake. He mentioned to me how before the game launched there was a post from a user called Coco Bandicoot Official on Instagram, which they had originated from their story about wanting Beenox to bring Torna to CTR Nitro-Fueled, only for Beenox to reply with a heart emoji, a winking emoji and the word yeah, which the user took as confirmation to say that Torna was on the way. And of course we later got Torna as part of the Nitro Tour Grand Prix, the first of the 8 Grands Prix we got from Beenox. Hawkshot also mentioned that this post seemingly got no backlash from the community at the time it was posted, so he wondered why he was now being targeted for ridicule by the community. Hawkshot mentioned to me it's gotten to a point where he has now locked his Twitter account as he is sick of people DMing him asking him why he was making this information up and calling it fake and impossible. He asked me why he'd possibly make this up, as he wouldn't make up things or make a fake to try and get attention off it, as he isn't that kind of a person. He simply stated his opinions on how to make the game better, and he got some kind of a reply from Beenox. And honestly, that stuck with me. He hasn't actually said that Beenox has confirmed either a new update or a PC version or a track builder. He simply just shared his thoughts on what's coming up, and Beenox seemingly gave some kind of cheeky reply. And in addition to this, Hawkshot also received a second message from Beenox, which was seemingly deleted. As a result of all this, I tried to see if I could find out just how legitimate the screenshot was, Crashy News themselves said that they had verified it as seemingly legit, so I decided to do some digging of my own. One thing that was mentioned to me in Canadian Guy's Discord server was from the user Lozafoz with regard to automated messages. He mentioned that most businesses would have automated responses set up on Messenger for customers when they try to contact businesses. However, I'd already confirmed that Beenox does not have an automated message system set up, as I got my partner to message Beenox on Messenger the same day that Hawkshot first contacted me, which Beenox have since read. So I asked Hawkshot if he could possibly provide me with anything which might actually indicate that this message was to the real Beenox, especially as one of the biggest reasons people called it a fake was because the Beenox logo has been changed to an LGBT logo for Pride Month, which is in every June. As you can see here, the screenshot which was tweeted by Garlopet and later retweeted by Crashing News has the regular Beenox logo, which is to be expected as the message he sent to Beenox, which they responded to, was on May 12th, which is May 13th in New Zealand. I looked at Beenox's Pride profile picture and it says it was updated on the 2nd of June, after Hawkshot received and screenshotted this message. When I asked Hawkshot about the second message, he mentioned to me that he'd told Crashy News that he'd got the notification from Beenox for the first message and read it. Then shortly after, a second message was sent to him from Beenox, but when he opened his phone, that one had been completely deleted, so that message is entirely unknown. Hawkshot then provided me with additional screenshots which were taken today, which showed he had already been in contact with Beenox as far back as March of this year, with an additional message in April of this year. In the second screenshot, it confirmed that he had asked about a track creator on May 7th, and then again on May 12th in the United States, which is the date that he provided to Garlopet for when Beenox contacted him. You'll also notice that in the top left hand corner the Beenox logo has changed to the Pride Month version, which as far as I'm concerned is proof enough that Hawkshot was indeed actually talking to Beenox. Now I know some of you won't be convinced of this, so I decided to search for Beenox on Facebook, in the event that Hawkshot was talking to a fake page pretending to be Beenox. And I found no fake pages. I also noticed that Hawkshot had liked Beenox's page of his own personal Facebook account, which only indicates further that he was speaking to Beenox as he wouldn't fall for a fake account. Now there will be those out there that will say the Beenox message was photoshopped. Personally, I'm not a Photoshop whiz or anything, but there's nothing leaping out to suggest to me that this is a Photoshop message. If it was photoshopped, I would have to say it would have been made by someone with some pretty decent Photoshop skill. And as Hawkshot said, he questioned why everyone thinks he'd make a fake and what exactly he'd have to gain from it. And honestly, I can see where he's coming from. What exactly would he have to gain if the information and the message he sent to Beenox was correct? Sure, he'd get to say that he was right purely on a guess about something in a video game. His name would probably be forgotten as quickly as it was mentioned, so there wouldn't be any gain in terms of notoriety. And if the information he guessed was entirely wrong, he'd only open himself up for ridicule from the community. The same ridicule that he has received for just sharing the screenshot of the reply he had from Beenox. And just to clarify, Hawkshot never confirmed that we'd be getting another update. He never confirmed that we'd get a PC version of CTR Nitro-Fueled. He never confirmed we'd be getting a track builder for the game. He simply shared a screenshot where he had provided those ideas to Beenox and they responded in their own way. Nothing more, nothing less. So at the end of the day, we still don't know what the future has in store for CTR Nitro-Fueled, especially as Beenox only responded to Hawkshot with 3 emojis. But you have to remember that this would be someone in Beenox's social media PR department, so they may not necessarily know what the future plans are for the game, if there are any. I know there are people in the community who will say that they have insider information, and they're currently saying that there are supposedly no more updates coming. But as I mentioned in my last video, I'd like to hold on to hope that there's still one last update. Not because I don't believe the insiders, but more because I've thoroughly enjoyed my time playing CTR, and I've met so many amazing people as a result. I would honestly love one last update, but admittedly the Beenox pack in the last update did seem pretty final. Even though we did get the addition of legendary skin recolours, and it makes no sense to me to include something new like that in the final ever update. And we probably won't know for definite for some time yet, as the Pro Challenges expire in 12 days, with the actual 1-year anniversary of CTR Nitro-Fueled only a few days after that. If nothing happens with the game on either one of those days, it might be safe to assume that the support for this game may well and truly be over. Unless, of course, Beenox were to say otherwise. But what I do know for certain is that going after a member of the Crash Bandicoot community for merely sharing something achieves nothing. Whether or not you believe there'll be new content for CTR Nitro-Fueled, we are all better than that. Especially at times where the world is currently divided by protests, riots, looting, and all with a global pandemic still floating around in the background. We should be coming together and supporting each other right now. We shouldn't be tearing each other down. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. I'd love to know what your thoughts and theories are about this information and the future of CTR in general in the comments below, remembering of course to keep it civil. Please don't forget to stay safe out there, stay awesome, wash your hands, and support one another out there in these trying times, eh? I've been the Kiwi Dragon, and until next time, bye for now.